Read a short little poem for you that's been asked, that they've asked me to. Sure. Yeah, if we can close the doors, that'd be fantastic. Go ahead. Thank you. Cool. All right, so please just stop me if this poem gets cheesy at any moment, all right? All right, cool. We all understand? Yes? All right. And then we'll go on to the main part of the There is a void inside of my heart that only you could fill. There is only hope in my mind every time I'm with you. You made There we go. Fantastic. I think we can just publish this online, and that was fantastic.
Bestseller, right there.
So we're gonna start with all the different monologues. Please make sure that you hold any applause until the very end of the entire panel. This way we can keep the energy going. I'll introduce them as they go on. And if we have any time at the end, we'll then have some questions for the cast members. But until then, let's get started. First, we have the Sufferer's monologue from the Sufferer.
Now, I realize we've been at this for some time already, but at the risk of derailing the conversation you initiated, and may I say how thrilled I am that you did Low Bloods, please check my privilege on that one, I would like to qualify your suffering as something that we need to rebel against. We need to be able to stand up together. We need to fight and create a world that is known for being socially just and judgment-free.
Trolls of sin.
Of angry men. It is the music of a people who will not be slaves again. When the beating of your heart can stop a juggalo's deadly club, there is a life about to start when the night will come. Will you join in our crusade? Who will be strong and stand with me? Beyond the bloodied ways, is there a world you long to see? Then join in the fight that will give you that right to be free. Do you hear us trolls all sing our song of angry men? It is the music of a people who will not be slaves again. When the beating of your heart can stop a juggalo's deadly club, there is a life about to start when the night will come. Will you give all you can give so that our preachings and ships advance? I will fall so you can live. Will you stand up and take the mast? The blood of our martyrs will remake Alternian cast. Everybody? Do you hear the people sing a song of angry men? It is the music of the people who will not be slaves again. When the beating of your heart can't stop a juggalo's deadly club, there is a life about to start when the night will come.
All right, well, what a way to begin. All right, next we will have, stop the music. Next we will have Feferi's Redemption from
These are kind of like mementos. Or maybe that's kind of just what they are. They remind me of what we were like before everything went to hell. I mean, we would play around and play jokes on each other. Well, they get out of hand, and I kind of have to stop them, but it was still fun. And I guess I got a little bit shellfish and lost myself in my own issues. And oh God, this is all my fault. I should have tried harder to stop you two from fighting. Instead, I stood there helplessly and watched you two tear each other apart. Was I so useless? Some Empress Sophie, huh? Or I would have been.
Continuing the very low spirits. Our next monologue is titled Dave Sucks at Friendship 101 by Dave Strider.
Any last words?
Yeah, I guess I should say a few since I am about to jump into hot green ball flames. So I guess a few won't hurt. I am a horrible friend. Also, a sucky swordsman. But what I want to focus on is more being a horrible friend. I feel like this whole time I've been jumping around, trying to fix everything I've done wrong. But no, it doesn't work. Look, it's Dave Strider, the one that messes up all the time, not helping his friends at all. I don't want to do that. I should take life from all this. I'm sorry to John, Jade, and Rivers. I'm so sorry.
Dave, you don't have to be sorry. Everything will be fine. We love you, Dave. Okay, bro?
I guess so.
Next we have Years of Us by Karkat.
The day we met, it was raining. You smiled and I felt a warm light. That's when I knew I had fallen in love with you. I never wanted to let you go. I hid how I felt, no matter how obvious it was. But then you told me you liked me too, and we became something. I know it sounds stupid, but I thought we were going to be like that forever. I thought you were my destiny. I felt so lucky to have someone like you. Someone so intelligent, wonderful, beautiful, amazing. So why couldn't I ever make you feel that way? Things changed. We changed. We began to fall apart. All that time it took up to build those memories, it took a second to watch them crumble. All of our happy moments drifted into heated arguments. So we broke up. It all ended so quickly, you probably didn't feel a thing. I tried to act like it didn't hurt. Like moving on was easy. You probably didn't feel a thing. I didn't want to let you go. Those 3 years, I was so lonely. Even though you had moved on, you came to me with all of your problems. It felt like nothing had happened between us, like we were still together, like we were still happy. And you started having feelings for him. I hope he makes you happy, I said. I didn't mean it. I wanted you to be happy, but I wanted you to be happy with me. Why aren't you happy with me? I guess that makes me pretty selfish, right? Next you say, I hate him, I want him out of my life. He's the worst thing that ever happened to me. I know how you really feel, Terezi. You never wanted to let him go, the same way I never wanted to let you go. He's always on your mind. You can't stand to be without him, not for a minute, not even a second. He's always on your mind, and honestly, that's the closest he'll ever be to you. Once again, I'm hiding how I feel. And no matter how obvious it is, I'm always hiding how I feel from you. Because right now, I want to hear you say it. I want to hear you say that you're still in love with me. I should have never let you go.
Something you should let go is your cell phone alarms and sounds. If you have any cell phones on, please mute them so that you don't interrupt all the hard work monologuists have put together. So turning to be a little more happy because lots of sad stuff. There's not that much fun to do it when we got time. So next we have a Crackful Dream Bubble Dream by Jade and Feferi.
Well, that's kind of because I've been hanging out with all the ancestors. Yeah, I met them too. Needless to say, I'm not so fond of Cronus. You're not the first one. He can be kind of a asshole. Hey, baby. My name is Cronus. I just wrote a song. Come to my give it a listen. Yeah, human beings dig this. So how about you? That was a really great impression. Have you met my ancestor, Nina? I'm not saying she's weird or anything. She's more like, hey, yo, you want to go to the goddamn beach? You want to fight? I swear, oh, you will not mess with me. I am not the one. Hey, babe. I was thinking about you. You got a little something on your butt. Don't worry. It's just my eyes. With my hands. Did you not hear me? I said I will chop your little ass up. I will throw you back in the sea just like the little beach you really are. Want to go? Let's go! No, don't go. Hey, but listen. Have you met your other human ancestor? Yours. Human ancestor? Oh, you mean Jade? Yeah, he can be a bit of a... Wait, did you say he was sexy? Feferi! He's like my grandpa! I don't know what a grandpa is, but I can totally swim with that. What the hell? Have you seen his shorts? They are so short! One of these days, I swear, he's just gonna go swimming, and it's just gonna... Why can't you... Jade? Whatever, I'm gonna go find him. Yes.
There you go. Next we have Rose's Grim Dark Monologue by Rose.
It all commenced with the discovery of our session's futility. We were predestined to not succeed in the objective of the game, to born the Genesis fraud and create an entire new universe. Instead, I decided to pry into the game's core infrastructure, pull apart its fibers, and discern how everything went. I understood that I had alienated myself from my friends, but if we did not do something, everything would be lost. And then I turned to the advice of some bothersome white text, whose source was of some type of god. He told me that I could use my powers, that of the Spirit of Light, on the cue ball, and some of my questions would be answered. My first reading was of shocking information, leaving no room for sadness, but only twisting into a spark of vengefulness. In that ball, I saw the deaths of my mother and John's father. Between them, Jack Norris sat, looking as though he merely lifted a finger to murder them. I should not have peered into that ball to learn of my mother's death. She was not meant to die, an imperative calling for her to raise me and allow me to catch up to her. We lived as both sisters and mother and daughter, not just ectobiologically, but in some weird spiritual sense. The longer I thought of my mother's death, the more a burning feeling of revenge swelled within my chest. Jade had warned me about the horror terrors, those who live in the furthest part of the ring. And so I asked the ball, questioning their alignment. I peered into the ball, focusing my powers of light to call for the answer. The reply came, traversing through a tunnel of light. However, its words were distorted in the Eldritch tongue. At this point, my anger unleashed itself, churning in the throes of the horror terrors. Without another thought, my body seized up upon itself. The dark sea entranced with fuel for my flight. I arrived at the castle where Jack skulks, silently searching to enact my revenge. I walked among the remains of the CrossFit-endorsed troops, stepping over the bloodbath that Jack had left within his trail. And then the end was near when I found John. I cannot speak. The Eldritch tones flowed from my lips. My odium clouded my reasoning, and I remained silent. This silence, this inability to communicate to my friend, for the first time who I met in the flesh, was our downfall. Overcome by Jack, our session would ultimately fail, as I sank into this low-gothic stupor that is called the dark.
Next we have, as a note that all of our monologue titles are peer-reviewed and analyzed by the highest experts. Our next monologue title is Hot Wheels, Slow the Heck Down by Sollux and Mituna.
What should I do here?
Just pick a character.
Could you help me here?
There's new fine. Which one do you want?
That one, the yellow turtle.
You mean that one right there?
Yeah!
Heck no, you're getting the dinosaur.
What? No, I want the yellow turtle!
The Paratupa is mine.
No! No! He's mine! No, he's mine!
No, that Paratupa is mine.
No, no, you didn't call dibs!
Dibs!
Jack, you jerk!
Paratupa is mine.
No, he's mine! No. I'll pop a can in your ass, he's mine!
You know what? Let's settle this like mature trolls. With rock, paper, scissors.
Boop, yeah, he's mine!
That yellow turtle with Parasupa, and it has a beautiful soul and his name is Honest. Alright, this part we picked cards. I don't know if it's the green card over there.
Hell no, I'm getting the yellow card.
Whatever. We're definitely using the hot house.
Okay. Booyah, I'm winning! Suck my bulge!
For long.
What was that red thing?
A red tail with a best invention in history.
Did you cheat?
No, I got it from one of those boxes.
Cheater? I didn't get one, I got a banana peel. You used your psychic powers, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
No, you cheater! You, let me win.
No.
Let me win.
No.
Let me win, let me win, let me win, let me win. Come on. Stop being such a nook-sucking little jerk, because we all know that you won. You jerk!
Shut up! You do it again.
This is the monologue that I am most looking forward to just by the title, presented by Jade, Dave, and Karkat. Shit, I killed Dave.
I mean,
Jade, stop! Jade, stop!
shoot. Dave! Oh my god, Dave, I'm sorry.
Jade, calm down. It was just an accident.
It's not just an accident.
Jade, calm down. It's okay. You have to kiss him. If you kiss him, he'll wake up on Durst. It'll all be okay. Just kiss the corpse.
I just killed Dave! Weren't you watching?
I know.
I just killed one of my best friends, okay, Karkat? I killed him because I wasn't thinking, because I was being stupid! I was so freaking occupied with killing that monster that I couldn't protect him!
Jade, listen to me. Kiss him.
I'm a monster.
You're not a monster. It's all gonna be okay. Trust me.
I'm like the wicked witch that slayed the knights! How am I supposed to tell John and Rose? How am I supposed to tell them that I killed Dave? I don't even know where they are!
It was
what
an
they're doing!
accident.
It's not okay.
It'll all be okay, Jade. I promise. Listen to me.
I told Dave I was gonna be his hero. But what kind of hero am I? I killed him. You know, I really liked Dave. I liked being with him. And even though it was freezing cold, I felt like I was on fire. I felt like I was being engulfed by a flame. And instead of trying to run or escape, I wanted to melt into him. Being able to see him and hug him made me want to explode, turn into little snowflakes that would fall on his head. And he wanted to brush me off. He's just too cool for that. I thought I was gonna melt Karkat. I was gonna melt and condense into mist. Then I was gonna surround him so we wouldn't be alone anymore. He's gone. Dave is gone and it's all my fault. I don't know what to do.
Kiss him, Jade.
I have to kiss his corpse.
Kiss the corpse. He'll wake up on Durst. It'll all be okay.
His lips are cold. Karkat. I don't like the cold anymore.
Jade.
Spoiler alert, he's not dead. All right, our next monologue is presented by presented by Dave. Is if I can turn back time.
Excuse me. I'm sorry, but all these feelings and these monologues are making me have to poop. Where is the
Excuse me, if you need to go to the restroom, please do it quietly.
on these people?
No,
Rest on the people.
not on these people, outside the doors.
I'm gonna find someone to poop on.
I would ask
That's
you.
all.
You want to poop on?
Just make sure you don't poop on me.
No one here can defeat me. I am Lord English. I am more powerful than all of you.
I wanted to poop on people.
I want whoever I want.
Already here.
Oh, you betrayed me.
Okay, please stop pretending to poop on people.
Ask me to leave. Maybe it's time for my performance then. We all know why I'm more powerful than all of you. It's not my awesome, tiny, whiny crap. It's my body.
I'm good. That was just disturbing. No, thank you.
Fair enough. So, moving from that wonderful exploratory exercise, we move next to the disciples.
My main spirit had a dream. A vision that burns brighter than my flesh for him and redder than his own blood. But you must understand that it was never about his blood. We never tried, we never wanted to take the crown from the queen or overthrow our tyrants and become the new High Ones. All we wanted was peace and to make sure that all of you remembered, all of you trolls sitting in the audience remembered that we're not monsters. We weren't programmed to kill or to maim. I watched him. All of you watched him as he died, and the look in his eyes, it wasn't contempt. It wasn't hatred for those monsters and for what they did to him. It was forgiveness. Even as they took a man, a good man, my good man, away from his public, his mother, his lover, and most trusted friend, he forgave them, and all they ever saw him as was some kind of example, a warning for anyone who thought that maybe Alternia isn't so great as it is right now. Maybe we could learn to love and to be equal. Maybe there doesn't have to be human past. But think of the future. Think of the children and the grubs. They will look to their books and they will look to their teachers. And what will they see? They won't see my man as he was, or the astronomical amounts of limitations that he was born with, or for how he overcame them, for who he was as a person or a troll. They will see him as a disappointment, as the troll who failed them, who couldn't get that bullied, red-blooded kid into a better school. They will see him as a failure, and I can tell you that he was many things. He was smart, he was kind, he was a great companion, a great lover.
He was short, but he wasn't a failure.
Our last monologue this evening is I'm Now Twice the Man I Used to Be by Sollux.
We talked about this before. In fact, we talk about it quite often. I still like you, a lot. I've told you many times. I know, now's not a good time. We have to go soaring up the sky to help defeat Lord English. When will there ever be a good time? I feel like you're always trying to avoid the topic. Was I that bad of a mate for it? I don't know what else to tell you, because you know I'm sorry. It wasn't my choice. Frisk, Steve, Feferi? Oh, that. Feferi was just the... No, that's not right. Feferi wasn't just my jerkest way of replacing you. She was the one who moved on. After you exploded, I was so angry inside and hurt, I couldn't believe what was going on. You just hugged me and then you exploded. You were gone without a trace. You left me, again. I was so mad at you, I was so mad at me, because every time you were gone, I felt it was my fault. It was Feferi. She helped me. She was a lot like you, but she wasn't you. And I was fine with that. Feferi was her own person, and I didn't like her because she reminded me of you. I liked her because she was amazing. She was a ball line and she was understanding. Feferi helped me move on, so I don't regret or feel sad for being Feferi. And even though for a short time, she changed me. And if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't have the guts to tell you that I miss you. I miss you, Aradia. I've been missing you ever since I lost you the first time, and this feeling only doubles. I miss you so much, and even though you're with me right now, I still miss you. I can't stop missing you. I miss you like crazy, and I won't do ever again. I'm not trying to fix what happened weeks ago. I'm not trying to fix anything. This isn't my way of redemption. I want us to start over. That's what I want. I want us to act on how we actually feel instead of beating around the bush. Because we're both scared to take a chance. There isn't going to be a future if we don't make it. I like you, Aradia. So how do you truly feel towards me?
To ensure that we don't end on a sad note, I'll continue the poem earlier, and you can stop me. You make my blood boil and make me feel out of breath. You really light up my world.
Oh my god.
This feeling will bring me to my... We're almost
Triggered.
I would be outraged if I lost you.
Son, calm yourself.
And my life will become a complete waste.
Kankri.
I can't... Two more! I can't... Two more! Two more aspects. I can't stay in the space between...
I can't hear
I only need you in my life.
I took her monologue and I just changed it around and chopped it.
I tried.
Q&A! Yay! Another question. You. Question, but I have a comment.
I'm sorry.
Adia, nobody's gonna love you.
Let's have the Karkat over there.
Are you guys going to pay the medical bills for my heart breaking?
You're absolutely
Okay, that's something you're going to have to do.
We have hussy care.
It's pretty much like any other medical plan, except he pulls the plug immediately.
And it ends up with a trident through your chest.
Except it's I lost it.
I have two things. One, does Lord English still need to do?
They're not here right now.
What?
And did Sollux ever get emotional while working on that monologue?
I cried like 7 times.
I cried listening.
Tearing up.
Take your whistle away.
And somebody take your whistle away.
Son, you blow that.
Confiscated. We're putting on the tables while we're filling up different questions.
You and the hat are cleaning. Yes.
So much. Do you need a hug? You can hug me if you want.
Sorry.
I think Jade's definitely asking. The snakes Karkat.
You are adorable. I need
Bates.
Thank you so much for having funny monologues too, because the last Homestuck monologue I went to was just sad stuff everywhere, and I can't ruin my makeup today.
Dirk over there.
Henry, will you write me another poem?
Actually, we've grounded him from writing poems, and I'm sure that everyone in the audience could
We're
see
taking
why.
away all of his pens.
Post it online and I'll do it later.
Come on,
Post it
Mom.
in your Metro. I just want to let you know I lost my mind.
Did Lord English trigger me? I think he did with his obsession with legal discussion. Any questions from the other cast members?
I have one for Karkat, and I had to ask my daughter what your name was. So, as like someone who thought they were having a cool mom who doesn't really understand this and who has children now obsessed with it, should I go and like start reading this, or should I just forget
How do I explain Homestuck to my dad?
You don't. Wait,
Here's
what
what you do.
language?
You take a ham and you take a steak, and then you put a picture of baby Dave in the middle, and then you just look at it like this. It's an inside joke. And that is baby Dave. Raise baby Dave. Raise it up. Come on, baby Dave.
Hey, Feferi, can we get another impression of Nina?
Yes, please.
We're gonna support.
You want to see my impression?
No.
Sure. What would you like me to say?
Whatever she says.
Well, let me see. She is. I am acting like Nina right now. Like, I can't even stand her. She is just like this, and she always talks about her boom dollars. Like, why you always gotta be talking about your boom dollars? I got money too. I got money too. I even have my trident. But she's always stabbing people with it. Why can't you just, fight monsters? But no, I gotta fight boom dollars because, I always gotta get my money.
Can we stop this now?
Check your privilege.
The flower crown. Karkat, what's the one thing you've always learned?
Shut up.
Fairies, I would love to see from it, please.
Excuse me, babe. What was that? I would love to see you.
No.
You'd love to see her.
No.
I can't hear her.
Yes, you
Not making the corner. Yes, you are. Okay. Sollux, between you and Dave, who has the most swag?
Me.
Yeah.
Dave knows.
You can't rap.
Dave knows.
Wait, hold on. I got rap. In West Philadelphia. Till now.
One up there.
In the back.
Karkat, tell us how Perezi discovered your blood color.
Can we not?
He's a little today. I'm sorry.
I'm not I'm just answering the questions accurately.
Roxy.
This is for the silence. Are you proud of your family?
Which one?
There are two.
Right.
Should I play music?
Ucionic and Dolorosa, or
I
those
mean,
guys?
We're all like
Karkat and I are, we're on talking terms now. All right, well, Kankri and me are not on talking terms now. I have
Yet
problems
when you
with
let
my
your
priest.
parents raise one of them
Would you
and
guys
the
like
other
to
one.
ease mood?
Stop. Jade.
We'll take 2 more questions. Yes.
Karkat, what was your reaction when you first met the Signless?
Well, the sign was all right.
Yes.
Dave, you haven't had it. Dirk, I'm sorry.
Out of character question. For the writers, how'd you guys come up with the ideas for the stuff? You guys want to take turns?
I'll go. Well, I was trying to look for something that was along the lines of a parody of Kankri, so that's why I got the villain part. For the song, I was just like sifting through, oh my god, I need to think of something that's good. And I was like, oh, this is gonna be really fun. I normally sing as Dirk Strider for Melody Stuck, and I was like, oh my god, I need to do this song, because I had a cover of it as Psionic, Summoner, and Signless, so I just switched a couple words, made it just done by one guy.
I only really had like 2 ideas, I guess. The Disciple was like a well-developed character, so it was either his death or I tell you a bunch of boring stories about like our family. So.
And my monologue was just pretty much taken off of her very long 4-minute one that I just decided to improv it. I tried. Sorry.
It was so good. Rose?
I got my costume first, and I was like, oh, what should I do? I was like, oh, Grimdark, because I've been reading a lot of H.P. Lovecraft lately. You guys fans?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so I was like, oh, I'll just kind of make something kind of creepy and sad, but creepy at the same time.
Kankri? So, I wrote most of the scenes in monologues, mainly because that's how theater works. Like, there's a writer and there's actors. And I kind of just want to experiment with getting in character. I asked the actor, like, who are you cosplaying as? Do you have any ideas? Can we play on this? And we just talked about it. I wrote it, they performed it. And if they thought it was too lengthy, I let them cut it. I did it.
What's happening? So, Karkat,
Do you guys actually know each other outside of this, or do you guys just have natural?
I just met the Disciple today because she was supposed to be in my panel yesterday.
She's friends with the first ship.
Very dirty. But I'm actually leaving him for Dave's.
Oh,
You're the only one for me.
got my blacker on with her mom, so we're good.
He doesn't mean that.
All right.
I don't.
I think that's an interesting place to leave it. Yeah, we are out of time. I believe there is another Homestuck panel at 9 o'clock. I don't think it's in this room. It's a midnight crewing panel. I know the people who are involved. It's going to be awesome. If you're still
And then prom stuff.
please check it out. And one more shameless plug. It's shameless. If you're on Tumblr, Skynet Radio is a website that plays Homestuck music and has interviews of characters. I'm on it as well as other people. I'm the kankri on it. So if you're interested in seeing this kind of improv stuff all the time, check it out. And have a good night, everyone.